What's going on, you little bushwiggies? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Today we're going to be going over the patch notes for Fortnite again. This is going to be the patch notes of V1.10. That's kind of confusing me because I remember doing 1.9, but now it's just 1.10, whatever. Really, that doesn't make sense in math, but we'll just go along with it, I guess, for the sake of Fortnite. But as I was saying, we are going to be going over these awesome patch notes that they actually are coming out with. Some of the key things that we are going to be highlighting in this is they are actually changing the aim assist. They made a whole new user interface for the Battle Royale like inventory system, which is awesome because on console it was so confusing and so hard to just like maneuver around. So now it's going to be a lot better. And those are kind of the main things we're going over. So let's just get right into it. So on the gameplay side of things, they decreased the chance of getting bandages from treasure chests by 35%. So that's pretty awesome. Hopefully that means that there's just going to be more med kits, not necessarily as many bandages as there has been, because literally I swear I've gotten probably like 1 in 5 of the chests that I open are a set of bandages, a submachine gun, a white submachine gun, as I say, like the original submachine gun, or a gray submachine gun, whatever you want to call it, bandages, submachine gun, and some wood. Like, what kind of chest is that? Come on now, come on, boys. We need some better loot than that coming from these awesome chests. So then the next thing is they reduced aim assist on controllers. So that is awesome because I don't know if you guys were ever playing. I don't know if you guys are console players, but I am a console player, like I said, and really, it's just terrible trying to use a sniper on the aim assist because of the aim assist. It actually like locks on, and you know, in Fortnite it's a more realistic game than that. This isn't Call of Duty we're talking about here, folks. Fortnite is a more realistic game, and you have to actually lead them and like, I don't even know what you want to call it, just raise your controller up a little bit for the drop, for the bullet drop. So really, the aim assist on that actually hurt it. Like, I've gotten to where I don't even, like, you can't aim at them like at all to begin with at all. Like, you can't like scope somebody out. You have to like aim in front of them if they're running so that you can actually end up like killing them in the end anyways, not just wanting to scope them out, you know what I mean? So really, that's a great update. They called that an update. That wasn't a bug. They called that an update. Some of the bug fixes on the gameplay that are pretty important is they improved network priority for doors. So what that means is there won't be any more people just coming through a freaking closed door. I don't know if that ever happened to you guys, but first of all, it's the scariest thing in the world. Second of all, it's the most frustrating thing in the world. So another thing is they the network priority for chests, it reduces the likelihood of them appearing to remain closed for a time after opening them, which is so annoying because you're trying to pick up that loot, and on a controller you're spamming either X or square. I spam square, of course, so it's still trying to open it because it's like kind of just like a delayed reaction for some reason. So hopefully it makes sense, or it makes it to where that doesn't happen near as often. The players will no longer fall through the world if they're limited while jumping. I saw that a couple times. I thought it was kind of funny, but you know, I mean, I guess I just want the game to be more realistic. Then again, it's not like the bodies just lay on the ground or anything, so really I don't think that's like a super important bug fix. Somebody probably complained about it and they're just being a little bit, you know, more picky, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. But another really important thing is the gliders will no longer deploy if a player uses a launch pad in the down but not out state. I don't know if you guys saw any like clips of that, but it looked really funny because the glider was just like attached to their shoulder. Like, it wasn't above them. It was just kind of a funny little thing. I don't know. I thought it was funny, but it's whatever. It did need to be fixed because, I mean, cosmetically, they want this game to be pristine as well. Now, some of the weapon updates that they did, they removed tracers from the silenced SMG. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I think it means, like, it's not going to be as, like, accurate, you know? Like, the bullets aren't tracing the person. So, I think, because in my opinion, it almost seemed like that was happening. Like, if a person was in your crosshair, it was almost like every single bullet hit, which that isn't how all the other guns work on this game. Like, it's almost like the silenced SMG didn't have a bloom. I don't know if that's what that means, but maybe that is. I don't know. I'm just kind of going out on a whim here. The next one that is super important is sniper rifles will no longer reload while in scoped view. I did notice that here recently that they actually stay scoped in, and you can like hear the animation and everything happening, and I kind of wondered that. So now you're going to have to zoom out, which honestly, like from my Call of Duty past, it still like reloads, but I'm a quick scoper. Okay, yeah, me, whatever. I don't care. I'm over it now, boys. But as I was saying, in Call of Duty, I always would zoom out, obviously, because I'm quick scoping. So now that I kind of just already did that, so it's not going to affect me very much. But I did a few times keep my scope scoped in while I was reloading, and I almost kind of started to get used to it, so I'm kind of glad they took it away. So now some weapon bug fixes are, they fixed an issue where grenades wouldn't explode, which actually happened to me so many times. Like if it gets out of almost like the render distance, or not even like really the render distance, it was just like a certain distance where the grenade would just go away. Like I didn't get it, but it just went away. So I don't know what would actually happen to the grenade, but like you could tell it's going to perfectly bounce and either hit somebody or hit their base, and it just doesn't. So I don't know. That's a great bug fix that they finally fixed. That's been going on since like the very beginning of the game. So as you guys know, the last update, the smoke grenade came out, and they had to fix several issues. They even emphasized the several. They fixed several issues with the smoke grenade. I noticed there was some issues with it. First of all, I love the smoke grenade. It's so awesome. Second of all, there was issues with it, and it needed, some of them were pretty important, especially this second one that I'm about to read. So this one, smoke effects now appear the same in and out of the storm. I didn't really notice a difference. I never use a smoke grenade. If I'm in the storm, I'm literally just running straight trying to get safe. I don't know if that's how you guys play or not. But the next one is players can no longer see through smoke effects when using a scope from within the smoke. So really, that's super important because people were literally being able to see through the smoke with the scope, and that's like if they were in the smoke, they could just like see through it, and it was almost like an X-ray vision. I didn't notice it. I don't think I ever had a sniper out in the middle of smoke, but I guess they were able to do that, and that's pretty awesome. Another one that they did is the players will no longer experience a flash effect when multiple smoke grenades go off at once. I didn't notice that as well, but I'm sure that somebody did, and they complained about it. So the audio was a very important update this time. So they reduced volume for ambient trap sounds and made them less frequent. So pretty much what that's going to mean is traps are now going to be more useful, I guess. Like, I don't know, like usually you can tell that there's a trap in the building, you know? Like you can hear it and you can almost pinpoint exactly where it's at. So now it's going to be quieter, and it's not going to make the zappy noise near as much. They added a new warning sound that activates when a player approaches a ceiling or wall trap. I don't know if I agree with that. I kind of wish that they would have just like, I don't know, left it at that so that the traps are more sneaky and it's just more lucky if somebody actually walks over. Like, there needs to be a way of telling that there's a trap there, but I think just reducing the sound, and they have to be like right on it to like see it. Like if it's not in their sight, I don't think they should be able to see it. This is a super important one that everybody's been trying to get them to do, which I'm glad they finally did, is that teammate footsteps are now quieter than the enemies. So that's awesome. Like obviously you don't need to hear your teammates, and really it's just like kind of useless to hear your teammates, you know? And so like you were just hearing your teammates and trying to sound horde the other enemies that are in the same house or something, and so that's also very good. They added a different footstep sound for wood, stone, metal, and dirt and grass, which is so cool. Now you'll be able to tell, like if you're outside, you'll be able to hear them pitter-pattering on the wood or the stone inside the house, which is super cool. You can now hear footsteps through walls easier. They also they added a new terminal velocity wind sound when falling from large heights, and an impact/pain sound for when taking damage from falling, which I like too. The new sound from falling from large heights, that's gonna sound pretty cool, I think. I don't know what it is, but they literally put terminal velocity wind sound. Like that's pretty sick. In itself, it sounds pretty sick. Another thing that they did is they increased the audio range for sniper gunshots from 180 to 250 meters. So that's pretty awesome. Now you'll be able to hear where those snipers are from longer range. So really, like, I don't know what the actual range, like the shooting range of the sniper is, but that's almost like, in a way, it sounds like maybe you could not even hear where the sniper was, but you would just have a bullet just land right in front of your face. That would not be good, but maybe that's what they just fixed with this. They reduced the gunshot sound volume for tactical shotguns, and it does not affect audio range. So really what that is the tactical shotguns were just too much. Like, I understand the pump shotguns being crazy loud, but the tactical shotguns that are just being spammed, it was just too much. I agree with that, reducing that one. They also reduced the volume of the revolver equipment and reload and fire sounds. I don't know about that. I think it sounds pretty dope whenever you actually use it all, but they did actually reduce that. I think the reloading thing for the revolver sounds so sick. But they did add new sounds for medkit, shield, and slurp juice consumables. So I hope that they're kind of like different. All of them are different because they all did sound the same. It was that same like woo noise, you know what I mean? And so I hope that they're all different things, kind of like going with what they do. Like with like a shield potion, it'd be kind of cool if you heard like metal clanking, like it was like a sword or something hitting a shield. I don't know, like a slurp juice, you could just have somebody slurping, which low-key, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, but somebody like slurping because it is called a slurp juice. I don't know what you could do for med kit really, but I mean really you could just have the same as like bandages or something. Now they removed low frequency content in the ticking clock sound that plays prior to the storm eye shrinking. They also did wind volume reacts more dynamically while skydiving or using a glider / umbrella. So I did notice that it was just like literally the same thing no matter what you were trying to do when you were falling down. So now onto performance. They did some awesome performance updates as well. Pretty much what it is so like here's the very first one they put. They improved general frame rate when multiple characters are nearby. That's probably the most important one. It's probably the only one I'm gonna go over because that would happen all the time. Like you would just have like maybe you were in a fight of like 3 people, like you're in a solos and there's 3 or 4 of you there. It was super laggy if you're all just jumping around using shotguns trying to kill each other. It was super laggy, especially on console, and I've noticed it on like watching streamers and stuff on PC as well. So that's awesome that they're just trying to improve their frame rate because, let's be honest, the 30 FPS on console is just kind of terrible. It is hard to play in coming from like PC as well. So now onto the UI. You can now view your personal stats and XP gained at the end of a match or when spectating. That's pretty cool. I think that's like kind of what they're doing with like the end of the game like stats sort of thing. They're kind of like introducing that as well. And you can now choose to abandon one of your daily challenges. I don't know if you abandon it, if you get another one. I imagine that's what they're going for here. But I don't know. They need to have that. You shouldn't just be able to abandon it. Like, what's the point? Like, you aren't punished if you don't complete a challenge right now, so you might as well just be able to abandon one and get a new one, you know? So now we're going on to spectating. This is actually the first time I've ever seen spectating, I feel like, be like a highlighted thing. And they just had some bug fixes. Whenever you were spectating, you couldn't actually see the smoke grenades, really. So now you are able to. They also fixed a bug where teammates could be invisible while spectating them. Pretty cool. And scope visuals will no longer be stuck on screen while switching between players in spectator mode, which I did experience many times. If you're spectating one of your friends and they zoomed in and then you went over to another one, it was like a weird screen. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, it stayed scoped in, but like it was like the scope shrunk by 80%, and it was just like it was almost the size of like your crosshairs. It was pretty bad. But in general, they fixed a rare crash that could occur when backing out of the main menu. I had that happen actually on console one time. I tried to just go back to the main menu like from my game, and the whole game just closed. Probably 1 or 2 times that happened to me. That is going to end off this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying Fortnite as much as I am. The game is just amazing. I don't know how much better the community could be, how much better the devs could actually do than what they already are by, you know, like just listening to us and doing what we're wanting just to try it out at least. And so really, I hope they continue to do that, and I hope you guys are excited for the future of this game as I am. Let's get out of here, and I'll let you guys go. This video has been so long, but this patch was so huge, and I need a drink now from talking so long. So I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy Josh or J Rich, and I am out. Peace.